I think it's safe to say that orange juice is just as good as Nintendo right after you brush your teeth. Like, it is honestly so disgusting. Like, I'm honestly convinced that they're run by Discord mods at this point. Like, they're just going around with Thor's hammer and just shoving it up everyone's ass, not giving a hell in the world what is happening right now. Like, they are the Apple of gaming communities right now. They care so much about the game, but not at all about their fans. Like, they've just been going on a rampage and show no empathy towards anything. Like, if you guys didn't know, there's this guy named Etika. He was super big and actually got popular, and all of his like subscribers and his whole platform is just run off Nintendo. He actually got famous off of Joy-Cons and stuff like that, and that was his kind of thing. And he actually committed suicide and made videos about it. It was a huge thing a while back. And Nintendo showed no empathy towards this at all. Like, he was a die-hard super fan, and the community put forth, actually one man put forth the efforts of making a skin for Joy-Cons, because that was kind of his thing. He got famous for that kind of stuff. And all the money was going towards charity and trying to raise awareness for mental health. Now he's under fire because they sent a cease and desist to the man and actually took all of it. And now it's just completely torn off. And it's just a disaster at this point. Like, they showed no empathy. They just are ruthless and just bloodthirsty. And they didn't even stop at this point. Like, they went so far as going a Sploon whatever tournament. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. But they went so far as going to the session of a prize pool of $25 in credits for Nintendo. Like, it's going back to your store. Like, all the money you win, you're basically spending on the game and you have no choice. And they didn't even care. The people in the tournament did not care. They're there because they love the game and they love competition. But the Nintendo competition doesn't even exist. They're so far behind. They're like in the 1800s when competition was war. Like, you have to be a Spartan and go into war to have any contact with competition. Like, they're like, oh, you guys are having competition for $25? Oh, okay. But then there's a game that got taken down that was well known. And they were using hashtag free melee, which is the name of the game, in their team name when they actually played the game. Nintendo was not having it, so they just shut down all live streaming for this, which basically just killed the whole entire event. So it just basically ruined it. And get this, the winner of the tournament didn't even get their funds. Like, the $25 he posted on Twitter, and he just said he didn't even get the funds. He didn't even get any of it. So that was just a kicking ass right there. And it gets worse. You know the theme songs? Yeah, they took one of the theme songs down. Like, the soundtracks to the Super Mario 64, Ocarina of All Time Mario Kart, they've been blocked the entirety of YouTube by JP. I'll keep you guys posted if I can about the claims and stuff like that, but it's completely copyrighted. Like, completely banned off YouTube. Like, this is like Nintendo only forbidden, like, music. Like, it's so weird. Like, they're so far behind in technology that I'm really surprised they are making video games. Like, I don't know honestly what they're doing right now, but it's just completely madness. Like, they're just going on a rampage, just completely hammering everyone in the head, not caring about anyone that's a gamer. I'd be surprised if they don't even know what a gamer is at this point. Like, they show no concern for any one of their fans at all. Like, what if we, instead of canceling, like, random people on the internet, like what's going on TikTok, we need to cancel this billion-dollar corporation, because it just doesn't make sense. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they started burning mushrooms because they look like Goomba. Like, honestly, at this point, Bowser is just sitting and just being the CEO of, like, Nintendo right now, making the decisions. Like, I honestly don't know what's happening. I wouldn't be surprised if they just started banning green shirts because it symbolizes, like, Luigi. Like, it makes no sense at all. Yeah, I mean, they not only shut the soundtrack down, but they shut down videos that people used in them. I mean, I used a video back in my past that's actually unlisted. I got copyrighted strike by Nintendo 2 times for using Wii Sports footage and using Mario Kart Wii music in my videos. The fact that they go out of their way to bring people down that are growing the company is just depressing. I mean, I only have like 300 something subs, so I'm not some big YouTuber. They probably go through every video that their product has in it and check for certain music soundtracks, and this is by far the best rant you guys will probably ever see on this company. And it's just completely completely disgusting that even the suicide and how much they're like, when you have a mental illness and you are by far going through the worst stuff you can probably go through as a human being, and someone's raising awareness for something like that, I completely support it, because it is so hard to get out of your comfort zone and go towards something like that. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of stuff that it's just hard to do, and it was all going to charity. It's not like he was making profit, because that's a different story. This guy was making bank off it, and just completely, that's a different story. And they have completely 100% legal uses, like, they can do this, but it's just the audacity, and they had the morals to do this, and they went out of their way to ruin their fans' moods. Like, honestly, this would, like, honestly ruin my day if I went out of my way to do something, spent a while to get this all together, and just in honor of someone who committed suicide that was such a super fan to Nintendo. Like, and the fact that the community, the Nintendo community, is just simping for Nintendo right now. Like, they don't even care. Like, they're just like, every time you bring this up to a Nintendo fan, they're just like, oh, Nintendo fan is amazing. They would never do anything like that. They still care to back Nintendo up. It makes no sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Nintendo games, but I just hate the way they run their business. It just makes no sense at all. Like, they overdid EA Sports. Like, how is that even possible? It honestly gets only worse from here. Nintendo released a new game, and it released early in Australia because the time zones are different. It's common sense, but apparently not for Nintendo. They actually went as far as going to their channel and banning them because they were live streaming it early. Like, they thought they pirated. Are they, like, they honestly, if you go up to someone in Nintendo and tell them that time zones are a thing, they just call you a flat earther and every single name you could ever be called in the history of ever. Any single insult that they can think of, they'd call you it because they think you're just downright stupid because you said their time zones are different, when it's honestly just common sense, and they're just a stupid company that goes nothing but downhill. Like, this is just out of their way stupid. Like, okay, if they pirated, there wasn't even that much hype. I didn't even know about the game until this article and videos released, stuff like that. I didn't even know about this game. So obviously wasn't that much hype, and they're just going out of their way to destroy their fans and have fun. Like, you honestly just can't have fun with Nintendo anymore. You can't have no competition or anything like that. So if you guys want to spread awareness, go ahead and click this like button, click the share button, and share with a friend. Be greatly appreciated. And in conclusion, Nintendo sucks. Peace out.